Hey guys, for today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different than I normally do. You guys have been really asking me to do a look using Juvias Place palettes. I really love Juvias Place. I have a ton of their eyeshadow palettes, and so I kind of grabbed a couple of them today and some other products and created this look. And then in today's tutorial, I'm actually going to try out these new Luxy brushes. I have never tried out Luxy brushes before, but during Black Friday they had a really good sale. They had 50% off store-wide, so I picked up some eye brushes from them. And honestly, my best friend has been harassing me to try Luxy brushes for the longest time because she thinks that they are by far like the best brushes she has ever used, and she's actually have told me that she's replacing all of her brushes with Luxy because of the quality of them and that she really enjoys them. And to me personally, if somebody says that they're replacing all of their brushes with only one brand, you know they're pretty good, so that is why I wanted to try them out. But yeah, with all of that said, if you guys would like to see how I did this kind of icy purple type of look, just stay tuned and watching. So the first shade I'm going to go into is called Luxuria out of the Paaaarty matte palette using a Real Techniques medium shadow brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and then set my eyeshadow primer. The next shade I'm going to go into is this pink out of the Juvias Place Zulu palette, and I'm actually going to try some new brushes that I bought on Black Friday from Luxy. I think it's Luxy. This is a 229 tapered blending brush. What I'm going to do is just apply this into my crease and kind of blend it upwards. And I'm also going to kind of round out my outer V a little bit. On the Zulu palette, I'm going to go now in with this purple shade on a Luxy 227 blending brush, which is kind of like fluffy on one side and then it's kind of more flat on the other. So what I'm actually going to do is kind of put like the more like thinner portion into my crease. See if I can really deepen it up. I'm just running that into my crease. I'm not running it like upwards either. I'm following like my eye structure. Not gonna lie, this purple is always one of those purples I have problems applying because it builds up, but it just doesn't want to always blend out right away. So you have to really kind of finesse it. And the nice thing about this brush too is since it's like fluffy, like a fluffier brush, but it's like thin and tapered too, you can kind of like use it to get into your crease and then you can turn it so you can blend it out as well. Like I'll show you guys what I mean, but this purple shade gets like really patchy for me for some reason, but I'm just applying like more color right now. And like even like kind of blending it in, you can kind of see it just kind of gets like weirdly patchy, and like some parts are a little bit darker than others. It's just really an uneven color. Like as you can see, like right in here, you can kind of see how like patchy it is. And on this side too, it's really just uneven and it just doesn't want to kind of do what I want it to do. Honestly, I'm going to go into Sugar Pills Poison Plum, which is my absolute favorite matte purple eyeshadow. It is seriously the best. And again, I'm going to go in with that Luxy 217 brush. This Poison Plum is like the best purple matte eyeshadow, seriously, that I own. PDA out of the Paaaarty matte, the Smoky palette. That one's pretty much identical to this one, but this one just has a little bit better of a formula than that. But as you can see, like this one, it applies so beautifully. It's very pigmented and very rich in color. Doesn't skip or get like weird patchy kind of things either. And then the next shade I'm going to go into is called Eve, I believe. And it is this kind of deep matte purple out of the Magic palette from Juvias Place. And I'm going to go in with a Luxy 237 blending brush. I actually thought that this brush would be a little bit smaller than it is, but you know what? I think it's going to be nice for in the crease. And then I'm going to apply this right into my crease. I'm really pushing that brush right in there. Well, this one's actually applying really well. I actually like how like it's not like a really dense brush either. It's like really kind of flimsy, which is really nice for blending. As you can see, it's not like dense. It's like kind of sparse in the center, which I really like. When I was making my order with Luxy, I really was trying to focus on buying more like little precise little blending brushes and really like smaller brushes because I really want to start getting into more like intricate designs on the eyes. And my brushes, honestly, that I have right now just feel like they're a little too big for stuff like that. Like I love my brushes that I have right now, but I just feel like I needed to kind of branch out into smaller brushes. But with even these ones, it just didn't seem like I was getting as small as of ones that I thought I was in a way. I really honestly just kind of blind bought. But this one, I'm actually really liking it so far. I don't know about you guys, but I have been like super stressed lately. I don't normally talk about this, but like I've even had it like where I get like chest pains a little bit, and like my back's been like really bad too. I don't know if you guys know or I've ever mentioned it, but I have a really, really bad back. And sometimes my left leg goes dead randomly because of it. So it's just been like a domino effect of everything lately. But I don't know, it's just like with filming and stuff, I always feel like I'm not filming enough. I'm not doing enough tutorials. I'm not trying enough new things. Because I see people that do what I do and, you know, they like film 4 to 5 days a week or like upload that many, and it's like, I work a full-time job. I don't have time to do that. And you know what, I always want to like grow as a person, like really grow my channel, but I always see like all these people, you know, being able to do more than me, and I just get like really, really kind of like anxious and like really like jittery, like, am I doing something wrong? Am I not doing enough? I don't know, just stuff like that. And it's really been kind of getting to me in a way. A lot of times I just want to do like a deep dive into social media and see like where it takes me. Because honestly, I just love doing YouTube and like Instagram and like creating like makeup looks and reviewing things and stuff like that. Like that is like my favorite thing to do. Like for the longest time I was like, you know what, I just like doing it. It's kind of relaxing. You know, I was going to be an art major and, you know, kind of lets me be like really artistic. And that's kind of why I used to do it. And then now it's like, yeah, that's like my favorite thing. And that's like the thing I love to do the most. So again, with that Luxy 237 brush, I'm going to go into Disturbia, which is the matte blanc out of the Paaaarty matte palette. I'm just going to apply this into my outer V and just kind of smoke it inwards just a little bit. I just want a little bit more dimension over in here. And then off camera, I'm just going to cut my crease using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair with a BH Cosmetics Flat Shader brush out of the Rose Gold set. And then once you get the cut crease cut, I'm going to go with whatever is left on that Luxy 237 brush. I'm going to kind of like fluff out this concealer line just a little bit. The next shade I'm going to go into is called Faso. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but it's like this purpley kind of duochrome out of the Magic palette from Juvias Place. And I'm going to go in with a Morphe M421 brush. And then I'm going to look down and I'm just going to apply this to my lid. And then I'm also going to overlap it with like that kind of deeper shade that we used to kind of get rid of that harsh line of the cut crease. I'm going to kind of go over that as well. And we can always add a little bit of depth there too if you accidentally go a little bit too far over, so don't worry about it. When you're doing it, it really helps if you have like a little mirror too, and then you kind of like tilt your head back. You'll get a lot more precision and it'll be a lot easier to see as well. Instead of going straight like this, you might mess up your cut crease. And then once you get Faso applied, I'm going to go in with a Luxy 237 blending brush with a little bit of that Eve shade from earlier, that deep matte rich purple shade out of the Magic palette. And I'm going to just kind of put this in the outer V. And I'm just going to a little bit go over that Faso shade as well, just to get everything really nice and blended in and have like a really nice gradient effect as well. And I'm only bringing it in just a little bit too, maybe like the outer third of my eye. Just so I have enough of a gradient where you can see it, but not like where it's like crazy inwards too, because it can actually close your eyes a little bit. And then if you're having problems with it blending into Faso, you can just take your finger and then just kind of lightly go over the edges. And then just kind of do like little circular motions. And then these will kind of blend themselves for you. And then just to get a little bit more precision in my cut crease, I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques fine liner brush with a little bit of that Eve matte purple shade. I'm just going to lightly trace my cut crease. Just to bring in a little bit more definition. And then off camera, I'm just going to apply the rest of my face and then kind of clean up this fallout and whatnot as well. And then for an inner corner highlight, I'm going to go in with the Magic palette using a Luxy pencil brush. It is a 217. I'm going to go into this Umoja shade. I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like a really nice like icy blue shade. And then with that, I'm just going to apply it right into my inner corner. And then just kind of bringing it down just a little bit too. I'm not gonna lie, I really actually like this brush for the inner corner. That's why I bought it, because I wanted something that would fit my inner corner without like being too big for it. This one's like perfect, and it's really like a nice like stiffer brush too, but it's soft. So here's the finished look, and for today's look I honestly wanted to do something a little bit different than I normally do, but I also wanted to use products either that I haven't been using recently or products that I just got in the mail and I haven't tried out yet. Honestly, I'm loving these eyelashes. I normally don't wear Iconics from House of Lashes much, and these are Iconics, but normally I wear a Boudoir because I really like the rounded shape that they give my eyes. But I'm really loving how like spiky and kind of interesting they are. I like how like they're like thicker at the lash band, but they also have like spikiness. So then you can kind of see like the eyeshadow on the lid a little bit better. And then today also I wanted to do a darker lip. Normally I never do dark lips and it's very rare for me. Normally I keep with like those like pinky mauve kind of shades, or shades like Androgyny from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Usually those are the shades I really love and love to use. But for today I wanted to use the Gerard Cosmetics Hydro Matte and Night Rider. And you know what always annoys me is frosted glass tubed lipsticks, because you don't know what color it is until you like open it and then you're like, oh, it's purple. But I wish that this one was in frosted glass, or at least had like a color on the bottom so I at least knew what I was using. And then as for the Luxy brushes, I actually really enjoyed using them. I really enjoyed the 229 tapered blending brush, the one that I used to apply the pink originally. This one really applied the pigment like super seamlessly. It was like literally like butter applying it. And I also really like the 237 blending brush, like this less kind of dense blending brush. I really enjoyed it for like in the inner kind of hollow of my eye, kind of towards my nose. It made it so I could like apply the shadow into this area, like the purple, but it didn't like transfer it down into my inner corner or transfer it onto my nose. I kept the pigment right where I wanted it, which I really enjoyed. And then the other brush I was really impressed with was the 217 pencil brush. I really enjoyed using this one in the inner corner because I could get the inner corner pigment where I wanted it without it kind of getting blown out. Because sometimes when you use like a bigger pencil brush, it can get like way too far into your nose and it can kind of look a little weird. Or it can get a little too far down in this kind of underneath tear duct area. But this one actually kept it where I wanted it. It was really easy to use, really easy to apply. It's extremely soft as well. I also just want to throw this in here for you guys, but I actually got my brushes 50% off on Luxy's website during Black Friday. So each brush retails between $11 and $12 normally, and then I got 50% off of that. And I actually ordered 5 brushes, and I had a couple order issues as well. I ordered a 231 blending brush and one 229 blending brush, and instead they gave me two 229 brushes. So these ones right here. And they did not give me my 231 blending brush. However, with that, one of the brushes actually arrived broken, this one right here. The ferrule was off of the handle of this one, which honestly for a $12 brush, I wouldn't be very happy personally if I paid full price and I had, you know, an issue like this. Because that's pretty high for me for a brush personally, because I use more affordable brushes unless I am sent them through PR. Because I actually really like Real Techniques brushes and they're very affordable, and I also like Wet n Wild ones, which are $1 a piece. So for me personally, if I was going to spend $12 on a brush, that's kind of splurging a little bit. But yeah, so I had that happen, and then I emailed them, and then they told me that I would receive a shipping confirmation the next day for my 231, and then I could keep one of the 229 extras complimentary. And I was like, why are you telling me that? That just kind of sounds a little weird, but that's just me. I was like, so you're really gonna tell me that it's complimentary? I mean, it's only like a $6 brush. And for them, you know, probably they only paid like probably 50 cents or $1 for it. And then, you know, all of that. I've never ordered from Luxy before, and I've never used any of their brushes. But for me personally, receiving a brush that's like this kind of damaged, where like the glue isn't on the brush, I'm not too sure if that's like a quality issue with their brushes. And for me personally, it's like, well, in the back of my head, it's like, well, if this is going to happen during shipment, you know, with a long time usage of them, because I love to do my makeup and I do my makeup regularly, will these brushes break down over time? I don't know how long Luxy brushes last, if there's something that, you know, you have to replace constantly, or, you know, maybe I just got a fluke with mine having the handle and the ferrule, you know, disconnecting each other. I'm not too sure about that, but if you guys could let me know in the comments if you've had any issues or problems with them. I know that they give their brushes in BoxyCharm a lot, so I know a lot of you guys have them. This was just my first experience with them, so I'm not too sure on their quality. I really actually enjoyed how these eyeshadow brushes applied my eyeshadow. I think that they really gave me a smooth application, and they also did not irritate my eyes with over blending or anything like that. You know, sometimes brushes, when you keep on blending, they'll make your eyes kind of itchy or red, or, you know, they kind of like hurt after a while. And if you're anything like me, I guess, because I have super sensitive skin and eyes, but these ones didn't do it with me. I could blend as much as I wanted, little as I wanted. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this look and what products you would like to see me use next. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And then, as always, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and until next time, bye!